1. And of course, and 540 send invite. Can you do me a favor, Mike? Send Uncle a chat invite so I can bring him in real fast. And we are live in action. I got the lawyer from Death Row on deck right now. What's going on, Michael? How you feeling, man? How you feeling? You had a couple surgeries last night you had to take care of and still managed to make it to the draft, man. Then got called right back in the 4th round. But I tell you one thing though, I was glad you was there, man. That shit was chaos without you. You know what I'm talking about? Shit, man. Let's talk about, before we get into the draft recap, let's talk about when we first decided to do this league last year. When we met around February, some shit like that. January last year we met. You came from playing MUT all crazy and shit to fucking with franchise for the first time, man. And shit, we've been fly ever since. And then we talked every fucking day on a motherfucking either headset or the phone and shit. And then we decided to do this league, Real Draft. The first year was it was messed up because we didn't really know how to present it, but it did it. Then it fixed itself. And once it fixed itself, it took off. Yeah, I like Real Draft too. I mean, a lot of people played in it, but then we had a lot of people that didn't play in it. But I thought it was better. I think we was more structured. The way we delivered it made it easier for everybody to catch on to it. Yeah, a lot of our original members made it way easy for us to be able to make this shit happen. But again, we back. What was this, our 3rd draft this year? What's nuts is our 3rd draft, and the real draft ain't even happened in real life yet. Damn. Oh my God, right? Nah, but we got a lot of 2017 class that I left off the draft. I did it on purpose, and we'll cut down on how many people come out from here on out. Like, we won't have a full class like that. Like, it'll literally be 50 to maybe 50 players, 50 to 60 next couple years. Let's get into this draft recap, man. We're gonna go by team. We're gonna start with the Bears and keep it pushing throughout the entire leagues. What you need? Oh yeah. I'll call you back in here when I'm ready. I think so. It's in the bags. One of them bags. Look in the kitchen. Alright, so we're going to start with the Bears. And the Bears had the 26th pick overall in the 1st round. He came in and took this team late. Let's talk about that real fast. Our first original member from the Bears, he did a great draft his first year. He drafted some studs. And he was 9-3 with that team. And then he passed it on to another member from the Loyal Clique, who actually won a Super Bowl with that team. But he took the team over at 9-3, and then made a run to the Super Bowl, lost one game in the regular season, and won our first Super Bowl in RDL2. And then the following year, he he was like 8-5 or something like that, and he got busy with school, and in that process, he gave the team up to one of our Death Row members that took some time off, and he got the team into the playoffs and made a push into the divisional round before he lost a close game to King Falk. But with that being said, he lost a lot of draft picks through trades and shit. So he was only sitting with one first-round pick, and then it was the fourth round, 5th, 6th, and 7th. So with that first-round pick, he picked strong safety Robert Barnes, Mike. I think he was the third strong safety on the board out of the spreadsheet. Let's see. Yep, he was the third. 6'3", 194 pounds, 4'3", 740. I thought this was a great pick, especially since Amos been playing corner. I don't know if he moved him back to safety, but this was a good pick here. Outside of this pick, I don't really see too much. I mean, he addressed the needs from what he had. So I thought this pick was a good pick. He had a great safety to add to a really good defense that he already had. I think that he'll make a push. Right, Eddie Jackson. That's gonna be fucking nasty together. But I think he's gonna make a good push. I think him joining. We already had two teams over there. That was, it was either between the Lions or the Bears every year. But then the Green Bay Packers has stepped up, and they've been hot. And I think he's turned the corner now to the point where he's going to push for this division. So now I think it's a 3-man race in the NFC North between the Packers, the Lions, and the Bears. Yeah. Just give me a second. I'll take care of it. So with that being said, I thought that pick was good. Like you said, Eddie Jackson back there at safety, and this new guy back here at safety. You can't beat speed. You can't teach speed. What you looking for, a bull? All right, give me a second. You can't teach speed. So at the end of the day, you develop this guy. He's gonna be a stud. Because he didn't have a lot of draft picks, I don't think I'll give him anything higher than a C right now, because you're banking on one player. And we counting on the fact that you already had an established team over there. And there's something about these Bears, man. As soon as somebody take these Bears, they play off ready right away. So we'll give him that. I'll give him a C, man. What you think? Anything higher than that, or you think he ain't enough picks to be able to go higher than that C? Now, right. So let's talk about these Bengals. All right, so the Bengals, we're talking about L Train right now. He picked a quarterback last year. Mike, go to the roster. Go to his roster while I'm talking, so I can. Depth chart. All right, so he picked the quarterback at number. He picked the quarterback real high last year from Florida State, Francois, which I think he's going to be able to build off with Saquon Barkley. He also got a receiver late last year in that draft. That was a spreadsheet receiver. But then he goes and get T. Higgins from Alabama, 95 speed, 97 acceleration, to go along with that, that running back and that quarterback over there. So I think he got better. Yeah, he still got John Ross over there, so now he's flying. He also picked another spreadsheet player. I don't know what round it was, but there's another receiver over there that was a spreadsheet. Read his receivers for me. All right. I think it was him. But anyway, T. Higgins is him and Ross. If this guy can get the passing game going with that, he got a special quarterback, man. With Francois, he got a mobile quarterback that can run and throw the ball. So, go ahead. In the league by far, right? That speed kills. Now, John Ross hasn't really been like lights out like he should be. Honestly, I think he should be playing better football with John Ross. But now that you got a receiver core to go along with him, you got two rookie last year you picked, and you got this new rookie T. Higgins. I think it's going to be hard to just concentrate on John Ross now. So, and then don't get it twisted. He got Saquon Barkley in the backfield. So with Saquon Barkley in the backfield, you can get it from from the air or the ground with this team. If L Train. Right, and if Saquon, he did a great job with Saquon last year. So if he can find a balance between the pass and the run, I think he'll be good. Me personally, I think his line work still got to develop, but I think he got the right pieces. This offense is explosive, but it depends on what L Train does with it. He also drafted Elijah Blades, the number 2 corner, on the spreadsheet from Nebraska, which is a solid corner. You got height at corner right now, 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 85 man, 85 zone. This guy's going to be a beast. So you got a guy that can cover the edge, and then in practice he got to chase those receivers around all day. So he should develop pretty solid. And he went back and got Cameron Chambers. Chambers is from my neighborhood. He's a good, solid receiver at Michigan State. This is a balanced receiver. So I ain't even peeped that he got him too. So that's good. I think he addressed the offensive needs. He's solid over there. You know the Bengals come into the.
Yeah. I don't know about all that.
Mm-mm.
I'm sitting here looking at the spreadsheet, and I'm noticing he didn't take any O-line.
And that's where he got issues at on the line. So he got the right, the entire line, right? Yeah. So if you can't, I mean, we all know it starts with the up front 7 on both sides of the ball. So that's his weakness. But like I said, he got the skill players to go around it. That's his weakness. If he can find a way to develop that line during the season, I think he can make a push. I don't think he's playoff ready yet because of that reason. Because of the line doesn't make him playoff ready. But far as draft wise, you know what? Because he didn't address the line, I'm gonna give him a C. He didn't, yeah.
Because he addressed some spots and he got more than one player, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, but my thing is this, like, it's one thing to pick splash players because they just look good. Oh my God, look at that speed. Oh my God, look at this corner. I'm gonna get this receiver too. If you ain't addressing what you need on your team, man, all you're gonna do is have a bunch of fucking spreadsheet players that's just don't belong on your team. Now, I'm not saying the guys he picked ain't good picks. Anybody you pick off the spreadsheet is a good pick. But if you're not addressing your needs, then you're not. What are you doing? I can't give you a good GM grade if you're not addressing your needs. And your offensive line, it's very, very, very terrible. So, yeah, not even a C+, Mike. I'm going to give him a C because he do got 3 good players in his draft. Let's talk about you. Now, a lot of people think I just go when I got somebody on the interview, I talk good about them and all that shit, but I'm going to say something real good right now about you. Now, here's the thing. I know you love defense, and I know you like to build that defense and get them to where you want them at. But if you look at the overall, what you have on your team right now already on defense, and then these 3 picks that you picked, 4 actually, that I'm about to talk about, just pitch you over the top, man. My thing is this. If you don't win your division next year, this season, man, we're going to have a long talk about this because you went and got Jordan Anthony at 93 speed, 90 acceleration linebacker. You got LeBron Ray, 89 speed, 92 acceleration, defensive end. And you addressed your line needs. You got 2 spreadsheet linemen with Anderson and Moretti, and you got the tight end Ford. So I think you did a hell of a draft. I really like what you did. I think this is a B. I will give you a B+ right now until we get to some other teams. I'm going to see right now I like this draft. Now, my question to you is what you going to do with this? Because you got all that talent from the last 2 drafts. What are you going to do with this team?
Reminiscent of the early 90s Steelers, Rod Woodson, Kevin Green.
Right.
Kind of defenses. Smash mouth, hit you in the face kind of defenses. With RG on right outside linebacker, Anthony on left outside linebacker with Bray and the top are coming in at the end. We're pretty happy with our outside front 7.
But see, my thing is, you always play good defense. That's the one thing we know you do. You play good defense. Can you find a balance between playing good defense and not playing terrible offense to be able to get this team over the top? You're in a division where you can fight for it every year, and it pretty much comes down to what you do on offense. Now, you found success throwing to them big ass receivers you got out there. If you can get a run game going and play 3 downs, see what happens, punt the ball, and play outstanding defense, and don't give nobody momentum, I think you can do really big things with this team. But you got to get over that hump on offense, man. Like, you got to find a way to play smarter. If you're gonna have to find it soon. You've been looking for your groove since I met you. Now get that shit together, dog. How you gonna be the lawyer? My nigga? You got to do some shit. Get it over there. You know what the fuck's going on, man. Get that team together. Right, we need a defense attorney. Right, so but look, man, I think you can get that shit together, man. I like what you got going on. I give you a B plus. I love this draft, man. You addressed line like you did what you're supposed to do, which is go get your needs, and you did that, and you got you picked 10th. And every round you traded Quentin Flowers last year for a second for the Eagles, which got you a great left tackle right here. I think you're on your way. This left tackle got 95 strength right now, so I think you're on your way, man. Let's see what happens this year. You know the Dolphins been talking a lot of shit in that division, and he talking like it's his division. I think you need to put him in his fucking place. You heard? Come down to the game. Let's talk about these Broncos. Now, the Broncos didn't have any draft picks that was high besides this first one I like. Now, he addressed his needs all offseason. He's been looking for linemen, and I think he addressed the needs. Now, he got Walker Little, 92 strength. He came right back and got Trey Smith, 92 strength. And then he also got a defensive end. Now, he got rid of Ndamukong Suh, and he brought this guy over right here, and I like this pick. Right here. 265 pounds. He's a slash. He can be with that speed. 83 speed, 85 acceleration. That's not bad. I mean, this is a good, solid pass rusher. He's going to be a speed pass rusher. So I think I like what he did here. I don't know if he's ready to take that next step. I mean, he got a nice little running back that wasn't on the spreadsheet that's sitting here at 95 speed, 90 acceleration to go along with his horse he got in the backfield from the first spreadsheet draft. So I think he's doing something. Yeah, he's doing some things right here. I'm not entirely convinced that he might not push that division over there too. So I think the Chiefs is in trouble this year, and we'll tell you why as we keep going. But the Broncos, man, I like what you did, man. I'm gonna give you a B with your draft grade. Good job, buddy. Let's talk about Browns and Booney. Now, Booney, man, I've been had to take up for you for the last 2 days and shit. They calling you a motherfucking regular season warrior right now. What's up with that, cuz? They said you dominate in the regular season, get to the postseason, and you choke. You be choking like you blowing motherfucking bullshit 100s, Newport 100s all day and shit. Choking and shit. Come on, my boy. You supposed to be Pac, know what I'm saying? Talk that shit and prove it. So here's what I'm going to say to you, though. You went and got N'Kosi Perry, right? He wasn't the best quarterback on the spreadsheet at all. He was the number 5, actually. But by getting him, you went and got something that you like to do. Everybody know you going to run around with that quarterback and throw the ball up and all that. Well, now you got a 92 speed, 90 acceleration quarterback to do exactly that with. So we looking at a baby Lamar Jackson sitting over here, and you got him at number 1 with a great GM move that you did the year before, which is mortgage your draft off and come into the next draft with a better pick. So you pick very high with this. So I like this quarterback. I'm scared for you to have this quarterback for 2 reasons. It can go one or 2 ways. This can be very dangerous over there, and these Browns can be like explosive, but we always see explosive football out you. I think Boone is the type of guy that he can play you and blow you by 60, 70 points, or he could turn triad trying to blow you out by 60 or 70 points. So with that being said, this quarterback is going to make or break him. I hope he get his injuries and toughness up, because if he doesn't, we're going to be looking at a lot of hits, because you know he's not sliding. But off of that, he came back in the first round and he got the number 1 cornerback on the spreadsheet. I love this pick. Most people go after the super speed before, like they wouldn't have picked him. They would have go after the super speed first. But he's number one for a reason. He's the best cornerback on the spreadsheet, so he's the number one corner for a reason. Speed or no speed, 93 speed, 94 acceleration. But Boone's corners are all 5'9" little guys. Even though he had them making plays, especially the bull Bobby, whatever his name, cause whatever that guy was, he had him making plays. But now he got a nice tall receiver sitting here right now, 6'1", 184 pounds, 93 speed, 94 acceleration, 80 man, 80 zone. He ready to go right now. He's a plug and play guy. He also addressed the left tackle. We all know his left tackle about 50 years old right now, so that was cool that he addressed that. But that's the thing though, Mike. He addressed his needs. You get what I'm saying? That's the trend. When you address your needs, you're having a good draft. He comes back late, third round, against DeAndre Swift. Now, most people passed on his running back because we had two faster running backs sitting out there. But quiet is kept. This is one of the best running backs that came out in this draft. Now, you got Nick Chubb that won the MVP of the league sitting there, and we saw that he can get hurt. He's injury prone, and he sat out a lot last year. But now you got a true dominant running back that can go start for anybody right now. He also came back in the fourth round and got a D tackle, and this D tackle is special too with 93 strength. He already had the boy. What's the boy you got over there, Mike? The D tackle, Sheldon. He already had Sheldon over there making plays and kind of dominating the middle. Now he got another force in there. I like what Boone did. He really didn't have too many needs. His team is built, especially off the first year, having all them draft picks. So I like what Boone did. I'm going to give him a B. Pretty much. Now, we on the Bucks right now. All right. His draft was short. He had a 1 and a 2. Okay. But that 1 or 2, to me, with this quarterback right here, Alabama's quarterback that won a national championship in real life, is to me, I think he has the potential to be the best quarterback that came off that spreadsheet this year. Now, last year, he addressed his whole entire offensive line. All right. He also came back and got the number 1 wide receiver on the spreadsheet this year to go along with Moss Jr. and Petty over there. I think he is on his way. Yeah, Dante Pettis. I think he's on his way, man. He has a solid offense right now. If that line grows up, he's going to give the NFC South a fight and run for their money. All right, and here's why. That South is like the best football over there right now. They probably got the fullest 4 coaches over there that all can make the playoffs at any moment. I think that's the best division in RDL2 right now, and I think he got better by adjusting that quarterback and wide receiver. Now, go ahead. I'm listening. Yeah, he got a very, very fast wide receiver core. And then the thing is, adding the number 1 spread, like again, it was other receivers that went before this guy, but again, if a guy's he's the number 1 player on that board for a reason. So anytime he drops to the second round, pick 17, that's a steal. So I like what he did. I'm gonna give him a B too. Love what the Bucks did. Let's see what they do on the field this year. Let's get to these Cardinals. Shout out to Lava. What's up, big guy? Mike, that's your guy. You know what I mean? You introduced me to him, all that good shit. Let's go. Liva. Now, Liva's confusing to me a little bit, and part of me is still waiting back to see what he's going to do. But here's the thing. I don't see none. Here's the thing, though. Look in the cabinets, bro. You got hands and feet. Look. Just keep looking in bags, all right? There's all types of bags in here. I know we just moved, but there's all types of shit in here. All right, so Lava, the first move before we talk about his draft, he got rid of Josh Allen, the number 1 quarterback in the entire RDL2 league. He got rid of him for a first and a second next year, or a first and a third, I think, something like that, to the Packers. So Josh Allen is still young, 22 years old, 21 years old, and he's sitting on the Packers roster right now. Now, most people, like I thought, what the hell would you get rid of that type of quarterback for? I can't understand it. And when I talked to him about it, he told me the 98 throw power was his problem. All right. So I'm like, 98 throw problem is a problem. And what he said was that because he's that good, it's making me throw the ball way too much, and I'm throwing a lot of interceptions. So I don't want him. So I'm like, all right, cool. So once you got rid of that quarterback, I thought right away his number one need was quarterback again. All right, but he didn't go quarterback. He went and got the number one right outside linebacker. 93 speed, 90 acceleration. I thought that was a great pick. It was surprising that he went there so high. He got him, I think, the 5th overall pick. I didn't expect that. I thought he would go get his quarterback right then. But this is when you know somebody has a thought process and partially understands how to draft. He went and got the best player in his eyes available at 5, right? That's cool. Because he knew he had another first round pick and he would come back and get a quarterback, all right? So he did exactly that. He got the number one quarterback on the draft. So right now you got 2 number one players at their position in your first round, all right? I like Trace McSorley. He's actually the oldest quarterback out of all of them, even though we got all our spreadsheet guys coming out 20. But he's actually a senior while all the rest of them are sophomores right now, juniors in real life, all right? So what happens is Trace McSorley, the experience is what you're going to get a good overall with, and awareness and all that out of the quarterbacks. Number one, he's fast. So it's like, okay, you went from a 75 speed quarterback with pro style attributes to going to go get you a fast quarterback. And I asked him, if you ain't playing with that pro style quarterback with all that throwing power and stuff, then you want a fast quarterback. And he said to me, nah, that's not what I want. I'm like, all right, well, you fucking went and picked it. 88 speed, 89 acceleration. That's a fast quarterback. All right. So then he comes back and get Kyle Pitts, tight end for Notre Dame, which I thought was a good pick in the 3rd round. Right. Then he came back. We got to take care of this. He got another quarterback that we didn't edit yet. We're going to take care of it. But he comes back and get Jake. You took care of it already? All right, so Jake Fromm is who he went and got. Now, you got rid of a quarterback that had 98 throw power, and you drafted a quarterback that had 96 throw power. So my question to you is, what are you really doing over here? Because I know what your Cardinals team look like, and you could address way more needs outside of 2 quarterbacks right now. All right, so I'm going to still sit back. I ain't going to torture you and talk shit. I'm going to sit back and I'm going to say, let's see this happen and see what you're going to do with this. But right now, Proctor was a great pick. McSorley was a great pick. This tight end was a great pick. And then Jake Fromm, to me, was questionable. So I don't understand why you drafted 2 quarterbacks this draft after trading the best quarterback away. Maybe trade bait, I get it. But I'm just going off of what he told me. You don't like 98 throwing power, so you go get a 96 throwing power quarterback. I don't get it. Now, with that being said, I'm going to give you a C until I see what you do with this team, because right now I have no clue. All right, we're going to do the Chiefs. The Chiefs didn't draft, but they did get DK Metcalf, the number 2 receiver, and they got a nice defensive end. I think the Chiefs is in trouble. I think his division is going to push him this year. I don't think he dominates his division this year. I don't think he has the pieces to do it. I don't think he got a good secondary, and I think he's getting old. So until he start getting younger and catch the wave and get on board with what this league is about, that Chiefs team is about to struggle, and that's, you heard it from me. And I'll eat my words if I'm wrong. I'll eat my words. But I think the rest of that division is catching up with him real fast right now. But when you ain't drafting, it's hard to keep up, man. And real draft, you're 100% right. But I do say this: I like Metcalf. I think it's a nice piece to go. He lost Conley. Now, if he still had Conley, I would love this pick. But because he lost Conley, I don't know. I ain't really liking it. And then you got to right end, Houston getting old, and Tamba Ali and all of them, if he's still around, they getting old. So you cool there. I'm gonna give him a not drafting, bro. And you stole 2 spreadsheet players because your board probably was set, which is cool. I think you're gonna get a C- from me though. Now, prove me wrong, Chiefs. I ain't beefing with you today. I ain't looking for you or nothing like that. Just prove me wrong. That's all I'm gonna say. Now the Colts. Now, the coach willed and dealed all last season. He got his ass whipped all last year, but he willed and dealed all last year. And he moved around so much and traded so much and did so much shit and ended up getting what he wanted in a way. He wanted Stephen Carr. I thought Stephen Carr would be there with his 2nd pick, and he could have probably went somewhere else with it. But he got what he wanted, and there ain't nothing wrong with taking the player you want at all. Yeah, 95 speed, 95 acceleration. We definitely know he's going to run the ball because he addressed the line, too. He went and got linemen, too. And he also got a D tackle. And my apologies. I know you looked at the D tackle on the spreadsheet and saw a 400-pounder with fucking, I outside linebacker speed, but that's not the case, my boy. And I couldn't allow that to happen. I'm sorry. But if you need me to show you his 40 time, I'll post in the chat. But other than that, he's still a fucking great pick, man. This is a house on the inside where you playing in a league where a bunch of people want to run. Especially them Houston Texans, they gonna run the ball. So you just close the middle down with this big boy right here. Like your left guard, 96 strength, you can't beat that. Best left guard out there, you can't beat that at all. And then you came back and got a nice left tackle, 93 strength. So let's see what you're gonna do, man, because you took your lumps last year. I'll actually like your draft. I'm going to give you a B. But let's see what you're going to do now. All the talk is over. You said you was going to make the playoffs. You're on the clock right now. Because we remember those 80-point games, 70-point games, 60-point games you gave up last year. We remember that shit. So let's hopefully see what you can do with your team now that is your team. Let's go with these Cowboys. Now, the Cowboys choked. All they had to do was beat the Vikings, and they was in the playoffs. But they choked. And he said, you know what? I got to get stronger in the middle on the defense, and that's what I'm going to go do. And he did that. He went and got the last D tackle on the spreadsheet, 93 strength. He got Levi Jones, outside linebacker. We're looking at 89 speed, 88 acceleration. This guy hitting too. I think he cracked. Yeah, 92 hit power. That's solid. He went and got another D tackle, Aubrey Solomon from Michigan, 90 strength, 75 speed, 83 acceleration. That's not bad. Then he came back and got another outside linebacker with Willie Gay Jr. We had to spell Gay name wrong because the game won't allow us to put Gay on there for some reason. But I like what he did. I think he addressed it exactly what he wanted to address, and I'll give him a B. Your Dolphins. This is your boy. Ain't you beefing with him? Now stop it. You down with death row. You the lawyer. The lawyer was more crooked than fucking Suge. Stop acting all friendly right now. The lawyer was more crooked than Suge, dog. Now I'm talking about. So y'all beefing right now. Tell him. You told him he smell like Scooby snacks. Tell his ass y'all beefing right now. But he had a good draft, yo. Quiet as kept. He got probably the fastest receiver out there right now. Greg Dortch, this guy's amazing. If you watch his highlights, he only 5'9", but he flying, and he addressed the tight end situation. But then he got Nate McBride, 89 speed, 89 acceleration. I'm not even sure if this guy's he's a spreadsheet guy. I like this pick too. He had a good draft, bro. Off the spreadsheet, he went and got a D tackle. I don't know. I mean, with the spreadsheet D tackles, this doesn't really like a good pick. But he could fill voids over there with Solomon Thomas. He went and got a free safety as well. 88 hit power, so that's big. Now, he ain't need a free safety at all. They drafted two of them before he joined the team as the coach. But this guy ain't have a bad draft. I like this draft. I like what he did over there. I give him a B+, and I think that he is really going to live up to what he's been talking, which is take that division over. And it's up to you, Seahound, and Harold Burgers to stop that shit. But he's looking to take heads off right now. And honestly, I think he's on his way to doing that, unless one of y'all can stop that. So we're going to talk about the Eagles and the Falcons, and then we're going to come back later and talk about the rest of the teams. The Eagles went and got an outside linebacker. I knew he was going outside linebacker. As you can see, he drafted two of them. I think the Eagles ain't do nothing but get his team stronger, and he's always going to address his needs. But his sneaky the pick that he stole was J.K. Dobbins from Ohio State. This guy's a monster at running back. Again, he was like the number 3 running back on the spreadsheet. He's a sleeper. People passed him up. But 93 speed, 93 acceleration is fast, bro. 94 juke and shit. This is a good running back right here. And he had a nice running back last year. He stole from Boone. But now he has his starting running back over here with that Quentin Flowers at quarterback and that roll around. He's another guy that can run around with that quarterback. His offense is going to put a lot of pressure on you. As you can see, the league is turning into that. A lot of rollout, playmaking plays. I'm seeing the league actually transform into that. So I think he got the right pieces to do that with, and he got very strong on defense. Now, the NFC East is a very tough division. I think all 4 of those over there are tough. You know what I'm saying? My boy Unc did some things where we're going to see if he's going to make a push for that division this year. He ain't tanking no more. He ready to play now. So we should see what's going to happen. The Redskins fell off a little bit. He went through a nice little struggle. He in a slump, but I think he'll fight his way out of it. That's a good division. And right now, I think the NFC South and then the NFC East are the best two divisions in football in RDL2 right now. I like what Young Hood did. I give Young Hood a B plus as well because he completely addressed his needs. And I think all these players are day one starters right away. All right, so we're going to stop at you know what, I'll do the Falcons real fast. Then we're going to stop at the Falcons. Now, Levi Draper went and got this guy at 23. All right. Now, he already had a crowded backfield. So now he went and got the Jonathan Taylor. This guy, for those that don't know Jonathan Taylor, he's from New Jersey. He went to Wisconsin, and he was second in the Heisman race this year. He went nuts at running back, all right? So in real life, this guy's a beast, and on the game, he's going to be a beast. You know what I'm talking about? So I think this was a great pick, but he's crowded back there because he got Jordan Scarlett last year, and he still had Telvin Coleman, and he still had Devontae Freeman. Now, I'm not sure if they were – I know Telvin Coleman was in free agency. I don't know what he did with Devontae Freeman, but I didn't really see nothing about that or hear anything about him. So he still got three running backs back there, and nowadays you need that with the injuries and shit. So I like what he did, middle linebacker. I like this pick too. I really like what he did, and he's ready to make a push to keep that division being his right now and the best division in RDL football right now. What he did, I think he gets a B plus. I'll be back. This is Anthits, the franchise guru, chilling with the lawyer right now. Mike, we put a lot of work in to get the spreadsheet stuff right, man. For y'all that's bitching about shit, kiss my ass. For all y'all that appreciate it, keep appreciating it. The love is back mutual. The rest of y'all can suck, you know what, and kick rocks. We'll be back probably in 10 minutes to bring the rest of it to y'all. And here's the franchise guru. We are out of here.